Hey guys, good morning. As if the hair can't give it away, right? Hope everyone's doing well. Today I want to share a video with you guys. It's basically me replacing the starter on my Virago 250. Along with all the other things I've replaced, I wanted to go ahead and just get that replaced as well. There's nothing wrong with the original. I'll probably just keep it as a backup. But since I'm replacing everything on it, I figured why not? Just get it all done, and that way I don't have to worry about it down the line. So that's what we'll be doing today, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's get started. So here's what I got, guys. I'll put the link in the description. I got it on Amazon. It's made by Niche Industries. And I'll go ahead and do a real quick unboxing. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the original starter. It's just I figured might as well just replace this since I'm at it, I did open it up earlier. I want to show you why. So the starter obviously comes with hold on, I'm trying to record this and do this with one hand. I didn't bring my tripod out and I don't want to stop to have to go inside for that. So let's just tackle this now and forget the tripod. This is what I wanted to show you. If you happen to get this starter and you have a Virago, you're not going to get this blue cover. The reason why I opened it up earlier is because I wanted to put this on there because this comes with like a kind of like a stainless aluminum type finish, if it's even aluminum, and I didn't want it to corrode over time, so I just put this as a seal. I know this won't corrode, but the fact that was bare metal, this is I think sandblasted right here, so nothing will happen to that over time. But I put this here just to protect it and to give it a little flash, a little design, something different. But there you go. This is the starter. This is what we'll be replacing. And in case you're wondering why I did that, is because if you look at the Virago, that's where your starter's located. So, I don't know, can I focus on that? No, hold on, it's catching the muffler. There you go, it's right there. The reason for that is because, as you can see, when you're driving in the rain, dirt, and all that, it's gonna get hit up right around that starter. And now the reason why this one didn't get that way is because I painted it just to protect it. But I guarantee you, had I not done that, hold on, camera's freaking out. Had I not done that, that would have been in a lot worse condition. So that paint actually acted as a sealant for it. But that's what we're going to be focusing on today, guys. That's why I put that little blue, if you want to call it, shield on it. Also, too, the battery, I went ahead and got a replacement for it. Same thing, might as well just get a replacement. I still have the original battery here. Or I wouldn't say original. This is actually to the MT09, but it's still a fairly decent battery, but it does lose charge fairly quickly. So to be on the safe side, I went ahead and got this Mighty Max battery. We'll be replacing that today. But mainly we're focusing on the starter. So, all right, guys, let me go ahead and get started so y'all can see what it all entails. Okay, guys, now that I got my camera set up, we have 2 screws. They're Allen wrench. It's going to be a size 3/16. And then we have your power. So it's basically those 3 connections we got to loosen up. Shouldn't take too long. And just as I figured, they're not on there super tight. Hopefully that camera's staying focused. All right, that's one. There's the other. And right now I'm going to take the boot, off of this screw so we can get to that. Hold on. There we go. And that, believe it or not, is a Phillips screw. That's all that is. I know you can't see it. Let me move this camera up and focus. The lighting's kind of not so great here right now in my garage because it's kind of early, but if you can see that, that's just a basic screw. So let me undo that real quick and then we'll go ahead and get this out of there. Maybe I should put it here. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, there you go. That looks a little bit better. And let me see if I can get some better lighting in here for you guys. Hold on. If I open my garage door, that might give me some more light. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Okay guys, got my little stubby here. And that should be able to get that screw. Well, you know what? Maybe I might have to take it out of there because I can't. That's a weird angle between the screw and the block. It doesn't give me a whole lot of room to get this out of there, so there we go. It took a little while to get it off. Okay, now I could probably get to that screw. It was just in a weird spot. I couldn't get to it. I still can't fucking get to it. Hold on. All right, that should be good now. Hold on, let me get another screw. Phillips screwdriver. I need something that I can actually grab better instead of that little stubby. I'm not sure why they decided to go with a Phillips screwdriver on that, or a Phillips screw. I can't get a grip on it and it's gonna strip, so I'm gonna just use my vice grips and lock it and hopefully get the screw loose that way. Hold on. There we go. That should have just been another typical nut screw. It was already starting to strip the damn screw. I don't know if you can see that, but it was already starting to strip it. Anyway, so once you get those two screws off and your, power, this is what you're left with. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with this one. Hold on. There's nothing wrong with this one. I just figured, might as well just go ahead and, come on, camera. might as well just go ahead and get it replaced. You know, I'm just definitely keeping this because as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with it. But I figured might as well just go with putting a new one on. All right, so now let's go get the new one, and it'll be the reverse of what I just did. And then there's what it looks like with it apart. All right, let me go get the other one. Okay guys, so with the new one, it's gonna come with a little protective sleeve. Just take that off and that'll expose your gear. And then I wanted to show you that unfortunately the new one also comes with a screw on it. So I guess that's just normal. So let's go ahead and get this in there. You might have to turn it a few times left to right till it falls in place because it's got to align with that flywheel or that gear on the inside. So for me, I'm going to turn it by hand. Such a tight fit, dude. There we go. I felt it grab right there, I think. You'll feel it fall in place. It's just lining it up is the tricky part. Hold on. No, let me get this out of there. I'm gonna try to match it to the one that I've got now to see where exactly it needs to align. All right, it needs to come back a little bit. That should do it. Got it in there. Wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and put our screws back. Get them finger tight, and then we can torque them down a little bit more. Just like that. Okay, that's tight enough. And then we gotta unscrew this screw here again. Again, I'm not sure why they decide to go with a damn screw. Those things always have a tendency to strip, especially if it's a Phillips or a flathead, because they're not made with very good metal. And they strip real easy, and then that causes a whole nother damn issue. All right, we got it off. See, that's cheap material right there. That's gonna shred real easy one day if you ever get it to the point where it's too tight. So what I'd like to do real quick though before I put it back is I'm gonna get my steel brush, and I don't know if you can see that, but that's the copper cable connection for power, and I'm going to clean that up just so it makes good contact. So hold on. That's a lot better. I don't know if you can see that. Do both sides. All right, now we're ready to put the screw back on there. And just so it doesn't stick the first time, I'm gonna run some penetrating oil lubricant on the screw. So in the future, if I do have to take it off, it's not gonna, hopefully won't strip the screw, and it'll be easier to get off. I can tell you right now with the original, yeah, screw is already stripping, so let's see here. All right, guys, now that that's done, the bike's all put together, looks pretty good. Kind of stands out a little bit. I like that. I mean, it stands out, but not too much, and it gives it kind of a uniqueness. Not too bad. So once you get it replaced, now the most important part is to see if it's going to start, which it should. I don't see why it shouldn't. I mean, it's a brand new starter. Let's go ahead. Oh, and I put the battery already on there, guys. So let's see if this is going to go. Yep. Started right up. And that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching. I'll probably take this guy out for a nice little ride. All right, catch you on the next one, guys. Peace out.